I never grew up knowing about it, honestly. I don't remember them talking about it in high school. I don't remember anything about it really in history class. Back when I was in school, it's like there was not much emphasis on Black history or talking about the accomplishments of Black people in the US. So I didn't know much about Juneteenth until I actually started working at the Port of Seattle.
This is the first employer that I've had that has ever recognized Juneteenth, and I think that that's amazing. The fact that they're creating this exposure for all types of people to learn about, this really special time in American history, I think is awesome.
Juneteenth represents the good and the bad in what makes the United States the country that it is. Black people have endured a continuous fight for equality and a different kind of freedom. To me, it is very important to teach our children about our peoples and their stories.
I grew up every year, going back down to Texas where my grandparents stayed, and we would watch the parades, and yeah, it was a good time, hanging out with family and everything.
It's a day to celebrate the African American experience, to appreciate our freedoms, tragedies, as well as accomplishments. As a mom, I use this day to volunteer at local food banks, as well as to participate in local church activities.
Juneteenth means to me just a celebration of all that, we've accomplished. It definitely is a celebration to me of our heritage, of our history, celebration of our true independence.
I recognize this date as the date that my ancestors were freed from slavery and how I received my last name, Petway. I am proud of my family that learned how to quilt during these times of slavery. Now they're known as the G's Bin Quilters.
And so I would say this year definitely has a lot more significance to me, and has made me want to educate myself more on Juneteenth and just the whole legacy of Black Americans in the US.